Welcome back to Costume Quest Grubbins and Ice, the only game where you get an achievement just for playing it on Christmas Day. I am Jordan and I'll be your Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So anyways, last time we left off, we find out that our friends here are trying to wait for a Yeti to come out during the Yeti Festival. Unfortunately, this doesn't seem to be the case, and now I'm pretty sure it's up to us to find out what's going on with the Yeti. But before we do anything related to Yetis, we need to see the other first, see if we can open the gate up, see if anything else can proceed on fourth. So, it's up to pretty much you to find out what's up with the Yeti. Apparently the Yeti is not feeling too good, or in this case the Yeti is MIA, missing in action. So, it is pretty much up to us to find out what the heck is going on with that Yeti, and maybe, just maybe, we can actually finally go ahead and save Lucy for once, or at least finally. So yeah, this is pretty much our new quest, and we need to just, well, find ourselves a Yeti. Oh boy, we're going on a Yeti hunt. Hope you have your shotguns ready, because this is going to be one heck of a hunt. Boy, it sure is. Speaking of hunting, we rescued another kid. That's 4 out of the 6. We're nearly there. So, how do we find said Yeti? Well, if you remember last time, there was a throw bug that was in the way at the edge. If you talk to the other beforehand, he'll still be there. But if you talk to the other, right now, like we did right now, then that throw bug will be gone and we'll be able to proceed on fourth. So since there's really nowhere else to go, I guess the best place to head forth to is like a little gap opening. But right now I just feel like I want to hunt for some more candy. I'm not sure why, but hey, you can never have too much candy unless it fills up your basket completely. Which in this case, that would be very bad. I never even know what happens if you overfill your candy to the maximum. So, now we're in more caves. Oh boy, I'm pretty sure you've seen enough of these. Caves everywhere. Cave Johnson. Because clearly you can never have too much lemons. So, we found another kid, and he actually is in the cave. Pretty interesting. 5 out of 6. One more kid to go. We're making some good progression here. Oh boy, I sure do like candy. So, I think it's time for us to don the pirate costume again and to go down. Ugh, look at that slime. Water. Whatever it is. But yeah, other than that though, let's head on forth to the cave. To even more series of caves. Boy oh boy. So, nothing really going on over here. Just more candy to break, especially with the skeletons and the mushrooms, the shiny ones, mind you. And now we're out here back to the top of the mountain, or near the top of the mountain, where it's pretty much very cold up there. So cold to the point where it has snow. I guess we can kind of say that we're near the Yeti, because look, we're in front of the crowd. However, I don't see them mind doing anything. So, let's find our so-called Yeti. Wonder what he's doing here. Oh, turns out the Yeti is a costume. And unfortunately, its costume shrank. So therefore, you cannot fit in it anymore. And that really ruins the Yeti Fest. Oh, I see what's going on. A Yeti costume. Interesting. So, with that in mind, we unlocked the Yeti costume. No patterns, just costume, head on forth. Now, the Yeti is special. Well, compared to the other costumes, the newer ones, mind you, the Yeti is more the line of being a little bit more offensive. So, I'll show you what I mean in a minute, but you probably are going to need the Yeti for the final boss. And the crowd goes wild, and they suddenly are bored. Well now, that was very short-lived. Like, really. I just cheered for a moment and bam! Festivities over. Festivities be damned. So in a moment of time, let's keep the Yeti costume on. Just for the sake of the Elder. Because, you know, we definitely do want to pose as a threat to the... Not really a threat, but we just want to be a messiah. That was the wrong word, wasn't it? Well, no matter. I'm pretty sure that the Elder will be pleased that we actually did complete our objective. And therefore, I'm pretty sure we can open that gate. Look at those quests. If you look from here, the Yeti is indeed focuses on defense. And its ability, which involves, well, defense to all party members, which I'll show you in a moment. But for now, let's actually complete our current quest, which is of course involving the Yeti Fest. And then let's just go ahead and talk to the other, well, wearing his Yeti costume. I'm not sure what happens if you talk to him without the costume, but you may as well wear it, just for the sake of novelty. The Yeti, however, pretty much wants us to open the gate. And with that out of the way, the gate is open and we can proceed on. However, before we continue on, let's go ahead and open this house. Early sex for a revolution. And once you know it, candy. I always appreciate some more candy. So now we've gotten this far, it's safe to say that we are pretty much almost done with this game. As a surprise may shock you. Yes, it is a lot more shorter than said costume quest, but DLC will be DLC. So, let's go ahead and bring that Yeti costume to action. And let's see Yeti in his full potential. Yeti smash! Oh boy, mages. I appreciate the mages. Oh boy. So, you know the drill. Just gotta find out what the Yeti does, and I gotta show off the Yeti special move. Even though I'm gonna show it off to the final boss anyways. Spoiler alert. That is some pretty hefty damage I did there, so... Yeah, interesting. So, what can I talk about now? So, Link Between Worlds is out, and that game is pretty fun, I gotta say. It does continue events of what happened in Link to the Past. It was my first LP, by the way, which is also available as Saving Point Plays. So now we get to do the special attack. The bubbly poison clouds getting in the way. With all that stomping and hopping around, we create an avalanche, kind of. And bam, the entire party members gets a defense boost. It is pretty disgusting for Sid Yeti. But now that we're pretty much done showing off the Yeti costume, I think it's safe to assume we should just go back to being a ninja. Because hey, I really do appreciate the power. I really do love the ninja having the power, especially with the double damage. It does so much damage. You're gonna twitch. Oh man, so where was I? Oh yeah, Link Between Worlds. The game was pretty fun. I beat it not too long ago. And I gotta say, I really do enjoy it. I may do want to do something related to Link to the Past later on in the future, but that's probably gonna have to wait until like a little later on. So, what more can I say? Battle stamps. There's only a few more we can get. One of them we have to unlock through some other methods. We cannot buy a set stamp, but we can only get these. We can only buy these two. The other one is unlocked through another quest, which we're gonna see here momentarily, which involves another card fetching. However, to our displeasure, we already have said card. Mostly, yeah, so we don't have to look much, so it's pretty much a good thing, so we complete the quest. It's golly. Yes, what does he say? I don't think too bad, huh? Well, we exchanged cards and we got a new item. Which is that stamp I was mentioning earlier, which is a very useful stamp, especially for the final boss. And rescued all kids. Therefore, that means we get a bag upgrade. It is now a tote bag. That's pretty helpful, I gotta say. And the rest of these houses are just pretty much going to be enemies from this on point forward. And we just pretty much gotta knock on every single door, because, hey, that's the point of the game. We need to trick-or-treat every single house in order for us to complete the game. Shocking, isn't it? Okay, not really much. Oh, well, that battle dealt with as easily as it was. Because, you know, 3 mages with very low health, it goes, well, death very easily. Even if two of them were black mages. To our dismay. So, next one. Oh boy. How's your revolution better than the others? I certainly have no idea. And look, it's the same enemy type. Archetype. Whatever. Same group. Though I think they might be slightly weaker. But hey, we dealt with those scumbags. So, before we go to the final house, let's proceed on forth. And look, there's a girl on the way doing a chest bump. Chest bump. Ugh. I'm sorry, I never knew you were a football star. So anyways, that has been dealt with. And so there's only one more thing standing in our way. It is this gate right here. Oh man, so smart. Bust open an army of Grubbins. And that is pretty true, however, because we are trying to do a revolution in order for us to save this said country. Unfortunately, though, we only are missing one more house, which is not too far from here. And you may have noticed, there is a little shortcut, at least a way back there, so that we can sneak up to that soldier, so we can hit them behind, and the rest is pretty much, well, pretty much easy on 4. Defeated, woohoo, experience points gained, candy gained, and then because we get a level up in this amazing cutscene. Oh man, I'm not even sure how they open the gates. It's so funny. So anyways, with all this candy, I'm pretty sure we can buy that last stamp. So let's go back and buy that last stamp from Shaddy. Yeah, time is candy. Glorious. So we pretty much have every single stamp, and now it's pretty much time for us to prep up. I think Everett will benefit a lot more to the multi-winged vampire bat than said splash damage. Especially since, well, we do need to deal with a final boss, since well, this is pretty much my recommendation. Take this without you have to deal with, now you want to use the Statue of Liberty, and so you can make Everett the defense boy, namely the Yeti. Because trust me, you are going to need that. So, Everett is now in the Yeti costume, and in order to make Ren the Jack-o'-lantern costume, like we did last time. Because hey, we used a Jack-o'-lantern costume to stop Dorsala, so I want to do the same thing again. Only this time with a mage crawl called Alexria. Geez, it's hard to pronounce that name. So, we are at the final battle against the mage himself. And what's more, Big Bones is behind his back. And Big Bones is going to become a very huge problem, especially with that continuous amount of candy coming toward his mouth. Now, you may have noticed that Arxia has like a ton of HP, and he's at level 20. Big Bones also has the same thing going on. However, you can only attack Arxia, or however you pronounce it. Careful with Dactyls, because he is pretty powerful. Don't worry too much about Big Bones. I mean, the only time you need to worry about Big Bones is when this happens. After this, then hit him with all your might. The mage, I mean. Big Bones. You can't attack Big Bones by any means whatsoever because he's kind of a pool of water. Or slime. Or whatever you call it. And you need to continuously attack him. And then this will happen. You need to do this a couple more times in order for you to win this battle. Which is pretty interesting, I gotta say. Now, he does have more than one attack, and this is where you need to worry about Big Bones here. As you see here, Big Bones is ready to attack the next turn, so you need to choose your moves wisely and make sure none of your party members faint. This is where the Yeti comes in handy, creating the armor in order for you to be protected from Big Bones' attack. So, this moment in time, let's just dish out all the damage you can. Look at all that damage. Even with the defense buff, he still dealt quite a damage. So, this is where I recommend being careful. This is where that multi-vampire bed stamp comes in use. So that way you don't have to worry about any of your party members fainting. Look at me talking like this is some sort of Pokemon game. Which clearly isn't. But hey, it's better than the word die, because you know you can't let kids die in a video game. Unless you're talking about rated M game. And that would be a completely different story. To which in this case, well, it's not really rated M, it's rated 10. So, no one dies. No one. Not even Big Bones. Even though Big Bones is clearly like a Grim Reaper, clearly the Big Bones is already dead. Since we don't have the power of Yeti, I just want to go ahead and keep this ninja alive. Because, well, you know, Ninja has the best damaging dishing out there, and of course Ninja has the lowest health. So, it's best to assume that you just keep attacking on head 4, and hope to... Oh yeah, he can also do that. The pain on the blood. But knowing the amount of damage we're dealing right now, well, I guess it's safe to assume that we're pretty much fine at this point. I do appreciate the healing. And with that, the battle is pretty much almost done. Pretty interesting, I gotta say. Though, like every other boss in this game, they always gotta hang on to 1 HP until you do that final blow. Not sure why this is the case. Keep in mind also that he can also attack in the air. You need to keep attacking him in order for you to make him reach the Big Bones in order for you to deal the final blow. So, with this in mind, it is time to deal the final blow. This has to be said. Now you're thinking with portals. Oh man, that definitely had to be said. So, these credits are the same little boring verse as we saw in the original Costume Quest. It's pretty underwhelming. It's the same pictures that we got, but hey, now we're just getting the credits for the Grubbins on Ice DLC pack. I think. I'm not sure myself, but hey. So, with this game out of the way, I do have to say, it is a pretty nice distraction moment after you complete the original Costume Quest. However, there's one thing I'm not very too sure of. Is the story going to continue? How are they ever going to get back? Is the cake a lie? Sorry, that also has to be said. So, with that in mind, I guess we're done with this game. I think this is back to Pokemon Yellow. I'm pretty sure Sparkle's going to be happy waiting for us, because I'm not sure why I stopped Pokemon Yellow. Maybe because, well, maybe if he's been busy with other stuff, and I want to deal with this game for a short time period, because, you know, Pokemon is a pretty long game to deal with, or to play. So, with that in mind, there's also another thing I want to mention, that it has been roughly at least been a year since I started LPing on Saving Point Plays. So, huzzah for me. Hopefully more things are to come. So, with that out of the way, enjoy the credits, and I'll see you guys next time.